All right, so before we get the show started, I want to let you guys know there are a few different ways you can support me and the show and everything that I do. So I have a subscription service on Subscribestar. I have a store where you can buy prints and stickers and things like that. I have a PayPal if you just want to make a little donation. That is awesome of you. I appreciate it. And if you're interested in commission work, you can send me an email at artfulworldofjennylynn@protonmail.com, all lowercase, all smashed together. And with all of that said, I appreciate your support, and let's start the show. Start the show! Start it! And here we go. We're working on designing the cactus cat. So filming this, one of the things that's really tough is I sketch very lightly with pencil in the beginning of the designing phases, so it's hard to see. But there's something there, I promise. It's there. But yeah, it takes quite a bit of time to kind of work out the composition, and you'll notice me drawing and measuring and erasing, and you know, the eraser, it can be your best friend. I changed the camera angle a little bit so you actually could see a little better what I was actually doing here. So you can see I'm working on the fringe of the cactus cat and the spines and things. And as we get going, you'll notice that I redraw the little spiny bits on the cactus cat's arm. I think I redrew it like 5 or 6 times, but sometimes that's what happens with art, is you just adjust until you're satisfied with it. And here I started painting. I'm using golden heavy body acrylics, and I am using a very dark teal color for the rock, and in the moon I went with a lighter teal, and it was a real challenge to wrap my head around just using one color. So it's been quite fun. And you know, as I'm recording this, you might actually hear Ferris meowing in the background. So, I think it just kind of adds to what you're seeing, you know, cat meowing, me painting a cat. It all fits. And now we are jumping forward in the progression of this painting. And you'll notice that I have kind of a base layer down on the cactus cat, and that's something that I typically like to do, is I like to find like a mid-tone shade and put that down, and then I just build from there. So another thing I also like to say is that my paintings, they go through ugly stages. So you're looking at this and you might think, wow, that's really bad, but it gets better. See? It's already improving. Now I got it all zoomed in right on the face so you can see some of the details that I'm popping in there. I think it's quite the handsome cat. Yeah. And it wouldn't be my show if we didn't have some cat getting up here in the frame, but I had to keep him out of the water so he didn't drink it. And here we have the finished product of the cactus cat. So this one, I challenged myself extra because I wanted to come up with a nighttime scene, because based on everything I read about the cactus cats, they are a nocturnal cryptid, so they hang out and do most of their activity during the nighttime. So I wanted to show that. And so it took a bit of time, but I think I achieved exactly what I was going for. And the green colors you will see in this, there are several different ranges of green. You have, teals, and then you have greens that are a little more like a spring green. And I'm thrilled with how this one came out. It's got, it's very kind of moody, kind of scary almost. But yes, I really like this one a lot. And I think that in the future, I'm going to continue to find opportunities to challenge myself with not only the world building aspects of my art, because if you look at some of my art, the backgrounds are non-existent and I just have a focal point on a subject. But I'm going to try and continue to develop my skill in creating a world, creating the atmosphere, and working with different types of lighting. So I'm going to challenge myself. I'm not going to get too comfortable in my comfort zone. Even though our comfort zones as artists, they're familiar and they feel safe. Sometimes I think I'm going to reach a little bit further in the work and then see what happens. And I was very, very, very pleased with how this one came out. So there you go. I hope you guys really enjoyed this episode. I had a really lovely time. And now if you would, please share this video out if you enjoyed it. Leave me a comment if you would like. Give me a thumbs up. All of that wonderful stuff that I always ask you to do. And I thank you so much for watching. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You guys make me so happy, all of you that watch all of the time. So I'm very grateful for you and all of your support. I'm very appreciative. So, all right, guys, I will see you in the next one. Bye.